Tonight we report on why the Moses Lake School District won't be seeking a construction bond in April, and fathers and daughters hit the dance floor Saturday in Ephrata. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Moses Lake boys and girls basketball advances to the Final Eight in Tacoma, and the Running Vikes claim the East Conference title. Let's take a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Well, those strong, chilly winds bringing in a little bit of a chill the next couple of days, but hang in there. Late in the week, spring returns. I'll have the details coming up shortly.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
The Moses Lake School District is not seeking a construction bond or levy in April. The board discussed how to proceed following the failure of the $98 million construction bond during their regular meeting. The Grant County Elections Office certified the election on February 24th, with the bond failing to reach the required 60% supermajority. Board President Connie Opikins said that the requirement for the bond to be submitted to the county auditor by March 14th wasn't enough time for their district to adjust their strategy for educating voters about the need for a new high school. Board Vice President Kevin Donovan introduced the idea of a capital levy of a few million dollars during their last study session as a way to show voters what the bond money would build. He told the board a capital levy wouldn't be practical. Ephrata's Art Semro American Legion Post 28 held its annual crab feed on Saturday to raise money to support several community programs and services. Reporter Jeff Chu was there and has the story.
Things got a little crabby at Ephrata's Art Semro American Legion Post 28, but that's okay. The Legion Hall's annual crab feed was underway Saturday. It is the Legion Hall's big event. Nearly 200 people crowded into the hall to dine on fresh crab and prime rib. Post 28 adjutant Mike Montani explained where the popular dinner's fundraising goes.
Boys State, Girls State, Legion Baseball, veterans programs. We support a lot of veterans programs, and too numerous to mention.
American Legion volunteers bought 350 pounds of crab from a Yakima vendor where it's been purchased for the past 25 years. Montani said the event has been going on a lot longer than that.
This is the 27th year that I've been a part of it. And it was 27 years ago I transferred to this post from when I moved up from Arizona. I don't know how long before that.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
An Othello man is serving community service after he was accused of pointing a gun at a co-worker. Gerardo Alvarez Meraz, a 39-year-old man, entered an Alford plea in Grant County Superior Court to assault in the 3rd degree. The Alford plea means Alvarez Meraz doesn't admit to committing the crime, but believed he would be convicted if the case went to trial. Alvarez Meraz has no previous felony convictions and faced between 1 and 3 months in jail. Judge Evan Spurline followed the attorney's recommendation and sentenced Alvarez Meraz to 96 days of community service. The victim was driving his vehicle in the Royal City Orchard, where he worked, when a vehicle driven by Alvarez Meraz reportedly forced him to the side of the road. When the victim approached Alvarez Meraz, the man allegedly pointed a gun at the victim's chest and said he was going to kill the victim because he got in his way. The Port of Moses Lake's attempt to return industrial rail to the Grant County International Airport could be decided next month. The port is waiting for the Washington State Legislature to approve a $21 million portion of the $15 billion transportation deal released by the Senate on February 12th. The revenue would be generated by increasing the gasoline tax by about 12 cents per gallon and would fund several transportation projects across the state. Port of Moses Lake Executive Director Jeffrey Bishop said the port has spent more than 16 years trying to bring railroad back to the airport after the tracks were allowed to deteriorate in the 1980s. The neglect has made the water crossing over Moses Lake unusable, and a new route is needed. It is estimated to cost $35 million. The port officials hope state funds pay for the majority of the project. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after a short break.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my sundae, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchogram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 indie.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Hi everybody, meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFiber Channel 1 News and your forecast for this Monday night through the rest of the work week, brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota Dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And the headlines, little chill, little wind, but after 48 hours, we're looking at spring. So the wind stays strong overnight tonight. They'll diminish late tonight, tomorrow morning, but still a little breezy. Coldest period will be Wednesday morning. And then after that, we warm it up the rest of the week. Near 60, in fact, by late in the week. And this question mark, well, there's the question mark about Friday. Some models are bringing in some unsettled weather. Others are keeping it away. Personally, I'm keeping it away for now. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. But right now, it looks pretty nice for the rest of the week, 51 and 34. Had a little bit of precipitation early this morning, especially from Wilson Creek over towards Odessa, a few sprinkles, even some mix of precipitation, very light with the strong cold front moving on through. So we put a trace of precipitation, even though officially we haven't received any here in Ephrata. A few sprinkles were around. I'm not saying they weren't around. 52 and 33, similar story in Moses Lake, but these are pretty much by the wayside, those temperatures, because it feels a lot colder right now. The temperature 47, but the winds from the north at 22, making it feel like the lower 30s. So it's a little bit of a raw feel out there with the evening coming upon us. And by morning, we'll be in the lower to mid-20s on the thermometer. So a bit of a chill, as I mentioned, to take us through the midweek time frame. Now, taking a look at the forecast of clouds and precipitation, everything moving on off towards the east and south of us. So we're looking for a sunny day on Tuesday. In fact, sunny on Wednesday as well. Little bit of cloud cover by the time we hit late in the week as we start warming things up. And again, Wednesday morning the coolest. But here comes a little clouds, but that's overdone. I think we'll see partly cloudy skies on Thursday. That system up there, that's what I'm worried about on Friday that some models bring over us. But look at this statewide forecast. Lots of suns. Olympia around 53, looking into the inland northwest. A little chilly, upper 30s, lower 40s, and that chilly air does make it into our vicinity. In fact, we're looking for temperatures to struggle to get out of the mid-40s as we see plenty of sunshine. But still, the winds are not going to be as bad as they were today or what we're expecting overnight tonight. So it'll feel a little better out there, but still a little chilly for this time of the year. Taking a quick look now at the 7 days, as I mentioned, cold mornings, the next couple mornings, the coldest being on Wednesday morning. And the afternoon's a little bit below normal, but look it, we warm it up into the 50s. Here's the question mark on Friday, but let's ignore it for now. And then we see 60s. Wow, is that going to feel nice or what by late in the work week?
What better way to start the new year than in a new Toyota? We're making it easier than ever with 3 ways to save. Your choice of financing as low as 0%, up to $2,500 in customer cash back, or low payment leases on your favorite Toyota model, like RAV4, now just $199 per month. Just pick your favorite Toyota, the best savings options for you, and drive away. It's that easy, so start your year right. For full details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Moses Lake has the last 2 teams from the Upper Columbia Basin left standing in postseason play. The girls dominated Timberline to punch a return ticket to the Final 8 at the Tacoma Dome. The boys came back to beat Central Valley to make their first trip to the Hardwood Classic Elite 8 in 24 years.
It was a back-and-forth contest that produced 7 ties and 14 lead changes between the Bears and Chiefs, whose season was on the line. Central Valley held a 15-11 lead at the end of the first 8 minutes of action. The team struggled offensively, posting 12 points between them in the second to take a 19-19 score into the locker room. Moses Lake and Central Valley traded buckets to open second-half play. The Bears edged out front with an 8-1 run, capped by a 3-pointer from Tanner Sloan to give themselves some breathing room, 39-30. Mitch Holman hit this bucket from beyond the arc to end the quarter and narrow the gap to 39-36. Cesar Sandoval, with 2:58 left, knotted it at 44. Sloan drained another 3-point bucket with 1:44 remaining, and the Bears regained the lead. 2 Tyson Karstetter free throws with 1:06 on the clock got the Chiefs within a point. Max Skikes found Michael Hannon on a backdoor cut to put Central Valley up 49-46 with 54 seconds to go. Derek Martinez nailed this 3-pointer from long distance with 32 seconds left to send the game to overtime. Isaiah Thomas sank 1 of 2 free throws to open the 4-minute overtime period. A bucket by Cameron Tucker with 2:20 on the clock gave Central Valley a 51-50 lead. Holman hit his second crucial 3 of the game with 10 seconds to go to make it 56-53 Moses Lake. A pair of free throws by Martinez and a final one by Ricardo Gonzalez with 1.8 ticks on the clock sealed it for the Chiefs. Coach Holman was pleased to get out of Spokane with a slim victory and is looking forward to taking his squad over to the Elite 8 for the first time in more than 20 years.
Well, I knew it was going to be close. You know, that's a talented team. They're well coached. You look at these fans, they're still here. Half the gym was Moses Lake. It's just our community is so phenomenal. It's, I really do. I think it's the best in the state. You got these guys, they're coming over 2.5 hours, just to get up to this doggone place on a Friday night when they could be doing other things. And really, Bob, it's amazing. The support that we have. The band is phenomenal. Those are the reasons why we won.
We made it. The Moses Lake girls had little trouble in a 30-point win over Timberline at Wenatchee High School.
Jesse Loetta knocked down 16 second-quarter points, and Moses Lake crushed Timberline 66-36 to win the regional matchup. The win advances the Chiefs to the Hardwood Classic State Championship at the Tacoma Dome for the 5th time in the past 8 years. After a shaky first quarter, the Chiefs found their groove in the second, taking a 33-18 lead in a halftime. By McKenna Walker's 10 third-quarter points, the Chiefs increased their lead to 55-28. In the fourth quarter, it was more of the same for the Chiefs, denying a comeback from the Blazers to win 66-36. Jesse Loetta led all scorers for Moses Lake with 20 points, while McKenna Walker added 17. The Chiefs will now face off against Skyview in the first round of the 4A Hardwood Classic this Thursday. Senior shooting guard McKenna Walker couldn't be happier about heading back to state.
It went really well. We kind of started off with some another road to the Dome for the second time, so that's super exciting.
Moses Lake head coach Matt Strophe was proud of his girls' effort.
We got all 12 girls in the game. Everybody contributed in their own way. Run away with the 30-point victory. Feels really nice. And then we get to join our boys program over on the west side in Tacoma Dome for the first time in school history.
For iFiber One News, Sean Wells.
Moga Ladue hit for a game-high 22 points, and the Running Vikes raced past Spokane 86-74 to claim the NWAC East Region title. We'll have more on that game tomorrow and who Big Ben will take on in round 1 of the men's basketball championships. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the annual Daddy-Daughter Dance in Ephrata. Now in its 8th year, nearly 200 people hit the dance floor Saturday night. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Dads gave their little girls a spin on the dance floor during Ephrata's annual Daddy-Daughter Dance. Carrie Sawyer, City of Ephrata Recreation Coordinator, put together the city-sponsored event Saturday at the Ephrata Recreation Center with the help of several volunteers. She explained the idea behind the dance, now in its 8th year.
The purpose of the event is to bring fathers and daughters together. So this is an event that's been going on this is the 8th year. So it's a great event to bring the community together and have fathers and daughters have that chance to go out and do something together.
Sawyer said the event is popular, with almost 200 showing up for dinner and dancing. Music and a light show were provided by Moses Lake KDRM radio DJ Bill Ekrit.
Since I've been here, it's sold out. The draw is definitely the ambiance of the event, the decorations, just the feel of all of the people. So especially, like I said, going back to, this is the 8th year, so a lot of those people have come every year.
The dance attracts grandparents as well.
We do have some multi-generations, so we have grandparents with granddaughters and daughters.
Sawyer recalled dancing with her own dad at the dance last year.
Yeah, I can. Actually, my family helped out last year. So it was kind of special for me because my dad and I got to dance towards the end. And we never had anything like this when I was younger. So it was a really fun thing to do with my dad.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
We'll be right back after this.
Have you been to iFiber1.com? The most up-to-date news in the Columbia Basin is just one click away. With news, sports, and weather, you can stay in the know with what's going on in your community. Read your news on the go by visiting iFiber1.com on your tablet or even your phone. Follow us on Facebook for quick updates and discuss the news with others in our area. Your #1 news source in the Columbia Basin is iFiber1.com. Check it out today. What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Welcome back. A Moses Lake man allegedly attempted to break into 2 storage units in Moses Lake. Casey Hardy, a 32-year-old man, was arrested for attempted burglary after he was reportedly seen fleeing a fenced property in the 8400 block of Harris Road and getting into a vehicle. According to Moses Lake Police on Friday, officers located Hardy shortly afterward. The police claim he cut through a fence and cut a lock off a mini storage unit before attempting to cut off a second lock. Hardy was allegedly unable to gain entry to both storage units. Grant Elementary School is offering a free 6-part parenting workshop for Ephrata residents in March and April. The Parenting with Love and Logic workshop starts at 6 p.m. on March 9th, 16th, and 23rd, and April 6th, 13th, and 20th. According to Principal Shannon Dahl, the classes are designed to provide simple and practical techniques to help parents have less stress and more fun while raising responsible children. Bilingual instructors will be available for Spanish-speaking families, and childcare is available for children ages 1 to 12 years old. Parents are asked to reserve spots so their children can have adequate supervision during the classes, and a free parenting book is given to people who attend. For more information, contact Grant Elementary at 509-754-4676. The 50th anniversary of the Japanese Agriculture Training Program is set for July 15th at Big Bend Community College in Moses Lake. Host farmers and their children are invited to attend. In 1965, farmers and ranchers in the Pacific Northwest began hosting agriculture trainees from Japan for up to a year at a time. Since then, more than 7,000 trainees have completed the program. They were all introduced to American culture at Big Bend Community College before going to host farms growing row crops, vegetables, fruit, beef, and producing dairy. If people taking part in the program would like to be involved, they are asked to contact the Big Bend Community College Foundation at 509-793-2006 to make arrangements. In Northwest news, February 27th is a special day for one Idaho family. 3 generations of that family, grandfather, father, and son, all celebrate a birthday on that day. Reporter Lauren Johnson has their story.
My name is Mark Dougal, and I was born on February 27, 1958.
My name is Trevor Dougal. My birthday is February 27, 1985.
This is Maxwell Nathan Dougal, and he was born on February 27, 2014.
Okay, stand up.
3 generations, father, son, and grandson, are all celebrating their shared birthday today.
No better time to share than on a birthday. So ever since the time I can remember, I loved every year rice cream pie with my dad, and it's always just been fun.
Easy, Papa.
It's the first time all 3 get to celebrate together because little Max is turning 1.
When you're a father, it's fun to see your kids grow up, but then when they become fathers, that's even better.
Just keep baby.
What do you want? To watch them, how they learn, what they do for kids, how they treat their own children, and the love that they have in their family.
And celebrate they did. So how did this happen? They say it wasn't planned.
We didn't expect it at all. It was one of those mornings where my wife told me, she said, go to work, and so I went to work, and then I get a phone call right in the middle of class, and she says, the baby's coming right now, so we took off.
The odds are so rare that, well, we had a hard time getting an exact statistic.
Yeah, it's hard to know, right?
Would you have ever thought that?
Never.
We've looked on the internet, and we found odds like something small numbers to millions of numbers. So it's kind of weird. We're all the second son. We were all born in this area, and all of it was on accident. None of it was forced. We just came at the right time. That's a good smile.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.